Even the store master. We can at least buy things, though, so there's that. You can buy a bow, but I don't know. I never know if it's actually better. I would assume it's better than our old bow. Yeah, dress. Oh, that's nice. Let's put that on both of you. What is this? Minus a couple attack? I don't know, they don't sell too much. Normally I would cut this out, but like that's honestly about all they sell. And I don't have much in the way of skill points or anything to distribute right now. So perhaps maybe it's not that Ryudo did much, but that he's a reminder. That'll also do it. The homes here are reasonably simple. Like, what Ryudo's doing is an understandable way of dealing with, I guess, grief, but also, I'd say something more akin to PTSD, but not actually PTSD. I can't think of a good word for what it is that I'm thinking of. But it's that it causes him grief. It causes him to, like, break down in concern and worry and just panic if he actually, like, thinks about it. And so he can maybe dance around the topic, but, like, as soon as anything happens, it's just, no, I'm not going to get into that. It's not something to think about. Don't believe I checked this house. Newman. And that guy's got problems. I think I can go up here too, yeah. A couple people up here. and that's a couple dead people. Well, that's pleasant, especially when pretty much all of those graves are from Melphus. And on one hand, it is settling a score, but it is also work. You'll recall Melphus is possessed by the Horns of Valmar. He has information about the Divine Sword. There's a couple reasons for us to be here. People in this town got problems. Can I go up here? Yes, I can. There's a tree. Oh, Merrick's at the inn. So let's head back down and get us a night's rest. It's the other way around, I'm afraid. Got it.
I wonder what happened to Ryudo here. Is this really where he grew up?
Miss, do you really want to know what happened to Ryudo?
Who are you?
Oh, don't
It does
ask like
not
you don't
matter.
recognize his
Do
voice.
not look outside. Look and I will leave. One more thing. Do not repeat this to anyone. Understand?
All right. Just tell me, what happened?
Known as the Village of Swordsmen, this is where men came to polish their skills and pursue the way of the sword. Melfis and Ryudo were raised by the village chief after they lost their parents when they were young. The two began combat training and soon showed incredible progress. Melfis in particular became the greatest swordsman the village had ever seen.
Here we go, Ryudo. Ha! Not even close.
Ryudo spent all day, every day, practicing with his best friend, Gata. Melfis was admired for being the strongest swordsman in the village. Eventually, Melfis became engaged to the village chief's daughter, Rena. The good-natured Rena was already like a sister to Ryudo.
Like this sword without a cloud,
Like this blade, pure and true.
we shall become swordsmen, strong of heart.
Then, one day, a terrible storm beset the village. From the altar of the idol came an unusual rumbling. The idol was a sword of such terrible power that it could only be wielded by the most powerful swordsman in the world. The sword was believed to protect the village from harm. Rena went to the altar to quiet the angry idol. The villagers waited for Rena to return safely, but hope as they might, the strange rumblings did not cease. No one knew what happened to Rena. Thus began a terrible tragedy. When Rena did not come back, the worried village chief sent Melphus and a few other villagers to investigate. Yet the storm and rumblings only grew worse. Ryudo silently trailed Melphus. And witnessed
Malphus! Rena! Malphus! It can't be. No. What? Melphus? How could you?
Ryudo wept at the sight of the dead Rena. Her body lay, as it were, impaled upon the sword of Melphus. The villagers searched the island, but found neither hide nor hair of Melphus. Murderer, idol thief. This is how Melphus was now known. Because of his brother, Ryudo could no longer live in the village. So he came to live as a geohound. That was about 3 years ago.
So up until now, Ryudo has lived bearing his own sorrow like that.
Betrayed by the brother he trusted most, he became leery of ever trusting anyone again.
It must have been hard, being driven into exile, living all alone. The poor thing.
Your understanding that will make it all much easier on him.
More so than even killing a fair number of the villagers, but betraying them, the one they all trusted and relied on the most, betraying them, and stealing the one thing that the entire island was here to do. It would ruin their very way of living. It would ruin their very purpose for living. Not to mention the scars left on the land. The villagers are now crammed into this small town by the port, for fear of leaving even a little and encountering such a horrible thing. Until next time, everyone.